Now we're going to make the center of the flower, the yellow part. So I'm just going to use a yellow crepe paper, and then the height would be around 2 inches. The 1 inch is you will cut it into strips, small strips, and then the other part, the other 1 inch, you will paste it on the holder, flower holder, the blue pipe that you have. You will paste it in there. So I mentioned to use French scissor, but unfortunately my scissor in here is not sharp, so I ended up not using it at all. So when you're making the center of the petals, so it's up to you how you can make it faster. Currently, I'm just showing like a slow technique, but you can just cut it whole across that one roll. If your scissor can able to hold the weight or the bulk of the crepe paper. And then I also mentioned about the clips right earlier. So I used that one in this tutorial, but when I was making the other flower centers for the other cosmos flowers that I created after this tutorial, I found out a faster technique which I will share in some maybe next video that I will shoot. So I think that would really help you in making the flower strips faster. As you can see here, the scissor is not sharp. I ended up cutting the part that were not properly cut for the strips. Okay, just don't mind this part here. Let's just cut it directly. So I end up cutting the part where the French was not giving. I tried to manually cut, as you can see here. So I make about 1 inch cut as mentioned earlier. That 1 inch, that 1 inch that was not cut, it will be pasted on the, or it will be glued on that blue pipe. Now that I see that it works fine if I just cut it manually, so I just cut it manually by the scissor. As you can see here, I was cutting this. I'll just fast forward this part because it's a repetitive process, but I do hope you get the point of what we're doing. So we're basically just cutting the yellow crepe paper to make the center for the flower. If you have other techniques on how to make it faster, then please go ahead and do what you can to make your work faster. Okay, so I ended up getting some clips and then cutting the paper all at once. Try to make this as many as you can so you will have at least 4 inch in diameter of the flower's center part. Now we have enough yellow crepe papers. We can start. Oh no, I think this is not enough actually. It's only a few. So I'm just trying to make the very center of the flower. It will be placed inside the hole of the blue pipe. Try to put glue as close as possible to each roll so that it will not move around. Okay, now once this is done, let's try to fit this inside the hole of the blue pipe. So that should be at least like around 1 inch so it will fit at the center. So I'm just placing it at the very center before gluing it. So I'm sure that it will fit. As you can see here, the cut part will be at least 1 inch. Once you're okay with the placement, so try to put some glue inside the pipe. Should be enough to cover all sides and be sturdy enough so that the center of the petal will not move once it's inserted to the stem. As I mentioned earlier, although I tried using beads as part of the center of this flower, but it didn't work for me. So I tried to remove all of them and just go ahead and glue the rest of the crepe paper so it will have at least 4 inches of center for the cosmos flowers. So the diameter will be at least 4 inches. Just glue it firmly and then roll it around the pipe. Be be attentive of the bottom part. It should be n- okay. It should be at least flat, but for sure it wouldn't be too flat. Somehow when you roll it, there's some differences, like a bit of variance in the bottom part. It will not be very flat for sure. So while rolling this one, always put glue at least every roll so that it will hold firmly. And just to share, while I was doing this on the other petals, on the other cosmos flowers that I made after this tutorial, so I ended up finding a technique that would make my process faster. So I tried to actually glue the put glue on the yellow crepe paper that is not rolled yet, and then roll that once in the blue pipe once it's already having a glue on the yellow paper. So instead of adding glue on the pipe like I'm doing here, put the glue on the not rolled part and then roll it on the blue pipe. So I'll be doing this for the rest of the video. So just fast forward this because it's a repetitive process. You can do so with your own pace, but for the sake of this video, I'll just fast forward this because it's a repetitive part. Thank you and hope you continue watching the part 3.